Hello everybody, Steven Roger Slim here. Welcome back to my channel and video. So today I will be doing the review video for this 1/6 scale toy figure by Hot Toys. So this is the deluxe version of Hawkeye on Ronin as well. Depending on which figure, of course, you want to change or interchange the figure into. So this is from this character, or this figure is of course from the movie Avengers Endgame. So thank you so much for joining me once more. I will be reviewing this figure. Alrighty, so I guess we have a good look at the figure already, so let's get down to this amazing figure. I mean, reviewing this, of course. Alrighty there, people. So we have the deluxe Hawkeye in front of everybody. Now, maybe let's talk about the arrows first. Right, you can see that there are actually shorter arrows, 6 of them, and then there are 4 longer ones. Let me put them side by side here. Yep, so the longer ones are actually for you to pose with the Hawkeye version of the figure of him, of course, pulling the arrow, the bow and arrow. So that's the purpose of the longer versions. So the shorter versions are actually for you to be placed into the arrow quiver. So the shorter ones are to be placed in the arrow quiver. The longer ones are for you to pose together with the figure. Yep, so you can see, right, now, so what are these parts here? Maybe let me talk about this compartment first. So of course these are the different arrowheads. I think you can see for yourself, the details are there. Okay, these are really beautiful different variations of the arrowhead. Of course, for you to decide which ones to use. So there's actually 5 bigger ones and 2, 4, 6, 7 smaller ones. Right, I think you can see for yourself that the details are there. Maybe I just pick out one, show the quality. Right, I think the details are there. You can see very beautiful. They're not exactly die cast, but I think they are made of very hard, strong plastic. So that's good enough. And then you can attach the arrow like this. So probably I can do one to show it to everybody. Okay, insert in. Yep, so it will look like this. So do remember that the longer arrows are for posing the figure. The shorter ones are for putting it into the quiver. Alright, so let me quickly remove this back. Put this back in. Now as for the other accessories, right? So this is, let me show it to everyone. So this is like the, it's like, I would say, you know, this kind of ninja. My gosh, I can't get the word out. Yes, pardon me, there is called a ninja boomerang or a tri-blade. So you are supposed to use the hands of Ronin. So probably you can pose it something like this. Yeah, So that's that for the accessory, the boomerang, ninja boomerang, or they call it a tri-blade. Now, pardon me that, but I'm really not quite sure what these parts are, or these weapons are. But you can see the detail there. I mean the details there. So if I'm not wrong, you can use it as the same way as the tri-blade just now, or the boomerang. So just a different form of a weapon for Ronin to wield or to pose with. Right, so this is the dagger. Okay, let me take this out. This is the dagger. Now, you may be wondering then what is this for? So this is just the handle of the dagger. Pardon me there, it's a bit difficult to take out. Maybe I can use the dagger to take this out. Yep. So this is actually to pose, right, with this part here. Let me show it to everyone. Over here, so this is just to show, right, that you want to keep the blade inside, so it will look something like this. So it's like once you want to pose it with Ronin, so you can't insert the blade in. So what it actually shows is just this part of the dagger. So this is what this is for. It's more like just to pose it as part of keeping the dagger in the dagger sheath. That's how you pronounce it. Yep. So that's that. So I think plastic quality is good enough. If you ask me, the details are all there. Great accessories. So back to this compartment of accessories. Now this is for, right, this is for holding on to the katana sheath. Right, it's supposed to be something like that. Yep, according to the instructions. Then you can attach it behind like this onto the figure. Yep. Somehow I can't get it right. Probably it's something like that. Then oh, pardon me there. Sorry, I'm still exploring with this. So it's supposed to be the other way around. I can't seem to, probably in like this. Yep, sorry, pardon me there, spent some time. So insert like this. Or is it like this? Alright, I mean, you get the hints. I won't go into too much details on how to use the accessories. I think the instructions are all in the instructions manual. So just want to show everybody what the accessories are for. Alrighty there, so this is for that. Okay, so next, on to the next, I would say the next compartment, or the next set of accessories. Now, just to show everyone, right, so actually these are all the Ronin accessories, including the hands, which you use it for Ronin if you want the figure to be Ronin instead of Hawkeye. So let me show it to everyone. So these are the Hawkeye hands, and the tool that is already by default on the figure when you first open it. So these are also the Hawkeye hands. So just some information for everybody. So so this is the they call it the arm guards, right at the forearm area. So these are actually, like I mentioned, Ronin accessories. So you need to remove the hand of Hawkeye, remove this accessory and this accessory to interchange it into Ronin. Alright, I mean, you can see for yourself that the quality is there, the details are there. So very nice set of accessories, if you ask me, beautiful. I really can't wait to post this blade, this Ronin, with Ronin, which is the katana, whether it's kept in a sheath or it is posing in probably in a fighting pose or position with the katana. So I mean, this is a review video. I won't go into detail how to assemble or put in the accessories or interchange between Hawkeye and Ronin. So it's all covered in the instructions actually. So I just want to talk more about the quality, the aesthetics of the figure and the accessories. Yep. Alright, I think I've covered this, and this. So on to all this. Alright, so this is the quiver. The quiver for the arrow. Alright, I think this is quite a good looking piece of accessory. So remember, right, you should only use the shorter arrows for the put into the quiver. Alright, probably something like that. I don't think it can be fastened into the sheath. Yeah, we can't poke through, but I think this, like this, would look good enough. Yep, something like that. I can't see exactly if there are holes inside to put the arrows firmly in place, so I'm just putting in like this for now. So it will look just something like this. Quite loose actually. If I shake it around, it's quite loose. Yeah. So that's for the arrow quiver. So these are some arrowheads here to show the arrowheads of the arrow if you have inserted some arrows in. Anyway, that's for the arrow quiver. And then I want to show everyone this hand. So these are the Hawkeye hands and not the Ronin hands. Alright, so I think many people would know these are actually protection for the fingers when you are using arrows. I think I have a cousin who does archery as a hobby. So these are very realistic, lifelike, if you ask me. Right, the protection for the fingers for Hawkeye, because he is a arrow guy, an arrow person, shooting arrows. Right, so there's that, and then of course we have this extra beads. Right, this is actually for the vest and the hood of Ronin. You can see here, so in case these parts drop out, you have some spares. And then of course the usual extra hand packs if they do break, 2 given. Now I'm a bit puzzled with this though. So this is the Ronin Ronin word or signage or whatever you call it, or label for the display stand. So the display stand is here. You can see that there's Hawkeye here. So I'm just thinking, how do we interchange this, because it looks like it works on double-sided tape. but I'm not gonna tear this out because I don't want to review this part or use this part and spoil it. So I'll just leave it as it is, whether it's Ronin or Hawkeye. Maybe the best you can do is just place it on top like this. Otherwise, I don't think I'll be using this. So there's that. Also, alright, so on to the vest and the hood. So as I mentioned, I won't explain or I won't show how to put it onto the figure. I think it's quite self-explanatory in the instructions. So you can either look at the instructions if you own the figure, or you can always refer back to my unboxing video. That's why I like to show the full version of the instructions in my unboxing video. So maybe a quick note, if you want to change it into the Ronin figure, right? Yeah, we need to remove this belt actually. Alright, you need to remove it. You need to, of course, position the arm so that you can remove this first. And then you need to take out these parts here, take out the wrist, so that you can actually bring in the arm guards or the guards for the forearm, so that you can actually put this in, and then you can put on the vest. Alright, and then of course use the head sculpt of Ronin. You need to interchange, of course. So I think the head sculpt would be at the end. So once you put on the vest, right, then you can easily pluck off the Hawkeye head sculpt and insert the Ronin head sculpt. Alright, so that's for how to change the Hawkeye figure into the Ronin figure. But I want to talk more about this vest, this hood for Ronin. I think it's, you can look at the details there, it's excellent. I'm trying to identify if there are any pleather or fake leather parts. Doesn't seem to be, so I'm thankful there are no pleather parts. Probably only these parts here, I think. So collectors out there, people who are thinking whether you should buy this because of the pleather, I think there are some pleather parts here. So otherwise it's mostly cloth, plastic and rubbery parts if you ask me. These parts, the shoulder parts are a bit hard though, probably they are like flexible rubber or plastic. Yeah. So do take note also, the zip actually works. You actually need to unzip it. So I read the instructions quickly just now. So you need to unzip this if you want to put on the vest onto the figure itself, right, to the figure itself. Yep. Alright, there's that. Thank you for bearing with me. Now, moving on to the bow. I think you can look at the details there. Excellent accessory. I don't think I own any 1/6 scale bow up till now. I don't own any Hawkeye figure as well up till now. So you're supposed to actually use this Hawkeye wrist or hand to actually pose this figure like this. So if you ask me, right, this is more of an elastic, a very elastic and thin piece of string. So I would say exercise caution there when you're using this or bending this or posing your figure with this bow. But it seems to me like even if it breaks, you can always use a thread, replace it with a thread, but it's not easy to fix it onto the, pardon me there, trying to focus here. It's not easy to fix or tie the thread onto these parts and these parts. If you do break the string here, so you just gotta be careful there. Also, I think it's meant to be bendable, right? Flexible. So the bow is really soft, not very hard plastic. So I mean, you just gotta handle this with care and caution when you are trying to pose the Hawkeye figure with the bow. an arrow, of course. Right. So according to the instructions, the bow and arrow, it should be somewhere like this. According to the instructions, yep, somewhere in this area. Of course, it would be nicer if you can put on the arrowhead of your choice here. Alright, so I think I'll move on now to the Ronin head sculpt. Probably let me change the background a bit, yeah. So I think this is quite a nice head sculpt if you ask me. The details will be in the eyes of Ronin. Just a quick look all around for everyone. Right, I mean, if you look at it carefully, it's definitely Jeremy Renner with a mask on. So I think this is an excellent head sculpt if you ask me. Plain of course, plain, covered by the mask. But beautiful, plain but beautiful head sculpt of Ronin. Alright, so now on to the Hawkeye head sculpt itself. Alright, so this is definitely a beautiful head sculpt, but if you ask me, Jeremy Renner. Alright, beautiful head sculpt there if you ask me. Maybe I can have an all-around look for everyone. Yeah, look at the hair here. The hair is signature of Hawkeye or Ronin. So he had a very different hairstyle in Avengers Endgame compared to in Avengers, the first movie, or whether it's Avengers Age of Ultron or even in Captain America's Civil War. Very nice, unique head sculpt. When you look at the hair, the ears, the nose, the mouth, the eyes, it's definitely Jeremy Renner, right? Yeah, I think Hot Toys has outdid itself again. Beautiful if you ask me. Definitely a must get. Because of the head sculpt alone. Right, all around top look at the head, hair. Alright, just want to show everyone very quickly the body all around. So look at the details there. I think it's very real, authentic to the movie as usual. You can look at the details there over here. Yeah, beautiful. Definitely is Hawkeye from Avengers Endgame. Possibility is always there at the shoulder, elbow area and the wrist area. I think the quality is pretty good. The quality of the clothing is pretty good as well. I don't feel or sense any pleather or fake leather parts, so we don't have to worry about that. So this is more of just plastic or rubbery material. I mean, look at the details, gosh, beautiful. So anyway, this is very important, right? So take note, it is either for the katana's sheath or the arrow quiver need to attach it to this part of the figure or this part of the accessory. Alright, let's look at the knees. Nice details there if you ask me. So if you're wondering so far, no, I don't feel any platter parts, so I think that's fine. So this is the sheath for the dagger. Beautiful if you ask me. And actually I was touching the shoes or the footwear. I think it's excellent material. It feels great. It really feels like real shoes if you ask me. The details are also like real shoes. Of course, they are not real, they are like 1/6 scale, but they are like real tiny real shoes if you ask me. Very beautiful and authentic, if you ask me, to a real pair of shoes. So this is how the soles, the bottom of the shoes look like. 2020 Hot Toys Marvel. Right, so the posability is there. So beautiful figure there if you ask me. I'm just glad I got this figure. Pretty excited. Can't wait to pose it around with the other Endgame figures, Avengers Endgame figures. So last, I don't think least, is the important figure stand, figure display stand. So this is the typical groin grabber U-shape kind of stand. Hawkeye. So at the bottom it looks like this, in case you are wondering. Very nice design there. Avengers Endgame, so I think this is the symbol of Hawkeye, definitely. Alright, there you have it, people. I think I've come to the end of the review for Hawkeye Deluxe version, otherwise known as Ronin. Alrighty everybody, I've come to the end of my review video for this 1/6 scale toy figure by Hot Toys. So this is the deluxe version of Hawkeye, which you are able to interchange or transform the figure between Hawkeye and Ronin. So this figure appeared, or this character appeared in the movie Avengers Endgame. Now, probably some rounding up comments and ending notes about this figure. So I mean some rounding up, concluding comments. I think this figure is still currently quite cheap. I think it's quite widely available. I think it somewhat has lost its popularity, or at least in Singapore. So I can see it is quite widely available in the secondary resale market in Singapore. So no problems there if you want to get one that's relatively good in price, cheap in price, and yet brand new. So of course this is the deluxe version. The standard version is only of course, if I don't mean I didn't buy the standard version. If I'm not wrong, it is only of Hawkeye, only the Hawkeye head sculpt and the Hawkeye accessories. So it doesn't come with the Ronin accessories that I just showed everyone. So there's the deluxe version and the standard normal version. I think it's still quite widely available in Singapore. Not sure about other countries. But nonetheless, I think this is a must-own, especially Hawkeye is one of the main, or one of the original first 6 Avengers in the Marvel Cinematic Universe in MCU. So I'm just glad that I got this figure. I mean, I'm definitely recommending this to everybody, especially if you are a Avengers fan or a Marvel fan. This is a must get if you ask me. Of course, the Hawkeye series is coming out on Disney Plus. I think should be next year. Don't know if we will be getting a different version of Hawkeye or Ronin. I think it's Hawkeye, no more Ronin. So definitely, yeah, definitely I think we will get a different version of Hawkeye. But this is not to be missed if you ask me. Especially he didn't appear in Avengers Infinity War. So I think they were saving him for Avengers Endgame. So I mean I really like the movie, the parts where Ronin and Hawkeye appeared. Him using his arrow and his bow and his katana or his sword. So definitely recommending this to everybody. Alrighty, I think I've said enough. That's all from me, everyone. So my next video will definitely be the no more unboxing. I mean the comparison video for this figure. So do catch my next video. Hope to see everyone there. Hope you will catch my next video. So this has been Steven Rogers Lim here, the review for Hawkeye 1/6 scale by Hot Toys. Really talking a lot there. Alright, sorry everyone. See you, take care, goodbye, and as always, don't stop collecting. Steven Rogers Lim here signing off. Goodbye.